Hey,
what's their record? What's their record? What's their record? What's their record? What's their record?
He said, cool, what's their record?
hey.
This is a Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and we back and we better than ever, baby. Like I said, it's about to get real juicy. I had to bring back some familiar faces on the set. I had to bring them back because this episode has been weighing heavy on me. I've been missing y'all. I know y'all been missing me. Y'all miss me so much, I made sure I went and got a haircut today. But I need to talk about who's on the top of the game in the NFL, which teams at the midpoint of the season are looking nice into going into the playoffs, and then the NBA. Who has the biggest fish to fry? And also, I'm gonna get an early MVP prediction because you know, this is a scoop. This is Scoop with Coop, and we need that. But today I have with me, I have Mac.
What up, though?
And I also have Armani.
Numbers.
Coop, didn't I tell you to turn that TV on?
How far?
Yep.
Right now?
He the GOAT.
You sick.
He number one.
You crazy. Some of them don't got the eye for it. I feel like both of y'all are being a little disrespectful with all the respect to the champs thing. You see 2 to 3 people a game trying to block you? People don't understand the impact. Both of those two teams, they're not moving me. Because it's about to get real juicy. It's about to get juicy. This is a Scoop with Coop. Like I said, baby, it's finna get juicy. I'm your host, Coop, but before I get into this video, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the like button, baby. But starting off, man, the NFL season's in full swing, and I'm gonna get it off the record now. I've seen a lot of the greatest players in the NFL underperform.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Underperform.
Definitely.
So this list, I'm not gonna give it with a grain of salt, but I'm gonna sprinkle some seasoning on it. I need to know who is your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL?
Okay. Who you want? You got it first?
I got it first. I got it
first.
first. So first, of course, Josh Allen. I love what he's doing right now. He's my MVP candidate. As well, I got Patrick Mahomes, number 2. I got Jalen Hurts, number 3. I have Joe Burrow, number 4. And then I have a hot take right here. I got Daniel Jones, number 5. I got Daniel Jones, number 5.
Hey.
What's their record? What's their record? What's their record? What's their record? What's their record?
He said, cool, what's their record?
Hey, man.
What's their record?
Wow. Okay.
Hey, when you told me you had a hot take,
man.
I didn't know it was gonna be hot trash.
What's their record?
Hey, brother, what they 5-2?
Something like
they
that.
about 5-2. Hey, brother, being 5-2. Being 5-2 don't mean your quarterback made you 5-2,
Yeah,
brother.
it ain't all about Daniel Jones.
I like him. I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing with the Giants. Who's your top 5 then, Coop?
You want the Scoop's top 5?
Because the thing is, it's going to be some stuff from last year.
It don't matter. No, look. Just because, like I said in the beginning of the show, some people have underperformed. But you know where we're at? We're at the halfway point in the season.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about some dudes. Some dudes, they been here before.
Yeah.
Some dudes don't know how to swim when the water start to get a little deep. You know what I'm saying? We get deep in the season. Daniel Jones, we don't know if he know how to swim.
Oh, no.
We don't know if he know how to swim. So he couldn't even touch my top 10. Now, talking to the Scoop, we gonna start number 5, baby. We got to start number 5. Action Jackson, number 5. Number 5, Lamar Jackson. You have to game plan for him every week.
Yeah.
How do you game plan for him? It is very hard to game plan for Lamar Jackson. He can get out of the pocket. He breaks contain. He rushes. He has the 5th most rushing yards in the NFL. He has the 5th most rushing yards in the NFL. Like I said, we want him to have more weapons in Baltimore. He has Mark Andrews. Bateman's been out. Since Bateman's been out, his passing yards have dropped. But Lamar Jackson, number 5. Number 4, I gotta go with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is number 4, the NFL's gunslinger. I'm not gonna forget who Aaron Rodgers is. Aaron Rodgers just lost Devontae Adams. It's okay. He has Lazard, Dobbs, young dudes. They haven't figured it out yet. But do not forget about the gunslinger Aaron Rodgers. They're about to turn this season around. And I want you to hear number 3. At number 3, we got the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. You knew the GOAT was gonna be in my top 5. How do you not have Tom Brady in your top 5? Tom Brady ain't balling this year. I told you he don't have no run game. Tom Brady is still a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. The greatest game manager you've ever seen. Tom Brady, number 3. Number 2, I'm very sick that you just said that Josh Allen was number 1 just like it was casual, because Josh Allen is my number 2. Josh Allen is one of the best football players in the NFL right now. What I mean by that, I think Josh Allen can play multiple positions. I think he's that good. I think he can play running back. I think he can play tight end.
Yeah.
I think he's that good. A freak athlete, a freakish arm strength. Josh Allen, number 2. But we said number 1. And number 1 is saved for the I'm not even gonna compare him to anybody right now. I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes, because he's in his own boat, bruh. Patrick Mahomes is in his own boat. There's some things that you do at quarterback that you don't coach. You tell people not to do, and he breaks all those rules. Yeah. I'm so glad him and Andy Reid are together. Yeah. The AFC runs through Pat Mahomes, and Pat Mahomes is number 1.
Year.
There's not much to argue. The AFC runs through Pat.
Somebody got something for him.
It's Pat.
Not this year.
It runs through him. I didn't say he was going to be the Super Bowl, but it runs through Pat.
Okay.
It runs through Pat.
I feel you. That's your top 5. That's your top 5. Mine pretty similar. I got 1, Pat Mahomes for sure. I got 2 right now, Josh Allen. I got 3, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers before Tom Brady for me. 4, like I said, Tom Brady right there. And 5, I know some people gonna get mad at me, but like you said, Lamar Jackson. He is, like what you said about how you felt about Josh Allen, that's how I feel about Lamar Jackson. He's one of the best athletes in the league, but his quarterback, how he's playing right now, and how I see him struggle, finish games, I can't put him in top 5. I got to put him in 6. For my 5, I got to go with Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow knows how to finish games. He knows how to manage games. He's a winner. As a quarterback position, I know when it comes time to it later on in the season, going into the playoffs, he know how to get it done. I done seen Lamar Jackson week against the Giants. It's just when it comes down to it, he can't manage it, man. And it hurts my feelings. It really, really hurts my feelings because I want him to do great and I want him to flex on everybody. But it's just like, man, come on, man. But yeah, that's my top 5 right there.
Okay, I like y'all's top 5s. I'm not gonna just throw salt on y'all's top 5. I like y'all's top 5, but I can't believe one of the hot takes I heard today. That was different. That was different.
We talking about this year.
That was different.
We talking about this year.
It was different.
This year.
Yeah, we are.
Daniel Jones.
But that was different
this
bro.
year.
You could have put somebody in front of Daniel Jones, bro.
I just like what he's doing. I like what the guy's doing for the Giants right now. They ain't won too many games in how long? So I like it. I like my guy. I like my pick right there.
I'm putting somebody with a worse record over here. I'm putting Trevor Lawrence over him.
Yeah, brother.
The thing is, I just like for what he's doing for the organization.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's a top 5 quarterback.
Okay.
I'm just saying this year, what I've seen, I like Daniel Jones.
Okay. I feel you.
Daniel Jones made a top 5. Daniel Jones made the top 5. Daniel Jones made a top 5.
Hey, man.
Boy, he'll never scratch the 10 for me, baby.
Nah, dog.
I'm just saying, but we talking quarterbacks.
We talking quarterback.
We said top 5.
Uh-huh.
We said some people have underperformed.
Uh-huh.
But I need to vent about the most overhyped quarterback. Now, before I came here, I had a young dude who I thought was overhyped. But I'm gonna let that. I gotta sweep that under the rug because he's really cold. I'll just say, Coop, you're a hater. You're a hater, Coop. But I have one dude who I feel is the most overhyped in the NFL. Who do y'all feel is the most overhyped quarterback in the NFL?
Me? I'm going off. I hear it a lot because I feel like it's more of a lot of action and it's fun watching them play. But to me, Kyler Murray is not very good to me, man. He can make stuff happen, but as much credit as he gets, bro, no, it's not consistent. It's with him finishing game. Yeah, this season he kind of did a little better, but as far as the topic that we on being overrated, I got to go with Kyler Murray.
I'm not tripping about that, but it was one point last year I said Kyler Murray was completing over like 80% of his passes, and I was watching his games. It's like, oh my goodness!
Didn't they start the season like 6-0 or something?
I mean, but then the other point of that is recency bias. I mean, bro, he played in the playoffs, and he didn't finish the playoff game, and he got a bag.
He did.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Fat
so
bag.
I can't even be mad at that.
Fat bag.
Who most overhyped? I heard Daniel Jones already, but who do you think is the most overhyped dude? And I hope it's not nobody in my top 5.
Overhyped. I don't. He's my quarterback.
Okay.
I'm going Rain Dakota Prescott.
Okay. I feel you on that.
I'm going Rain Dakota Prescott. He gets garbage yards. First off, he gets garbage yards, and he doesn't win big games ever. But guess what? We paid him like he's a top 10 quarterback. We paid him like he's a top 10 quarterback.
I feel like it's pay. Pay, of course, yeah, he's definitely not worth that. But I feel like we don't expect much from Dak anymore. I feel like as football fans, I don't expect too much out of Dak.
Oh,
I never did. Yeah, he wasn't worth it, but I never expected too much out of Dak because I know what he can do. I've seen what he can do, and it's not enough. That's why you boy Cooper Rush, I feel like.
You feel like what? What?
I feel like he needs that.
To start?
If the Cowboys, yes, if they want to go somewhere in the playoffs and want to play a more mistake-free game, go with Cooper Rush.
Now I'm gonna say something that sounds crazy. Could you say mistake-free football? But I'm open to mistakes. I say that because they had the number one. They had what? Correct me if I'm wrong. They had the number one offense last year in the NFL with Dakota Prescott. Now, with being this season, if you were to have Cooper Rush with that generational defense that can get better, they can be better. When you get to that point in the playoffs, when teams are more polished, you got to move the ball. The game managers like Cooper Rush, who's not taking that shot, it's not going to get you, it's not going to fulfill your team's potential. So my thing is, like, understand you feel Dak is overpaid, you feel he's overhyped, but the Cooper Rush conversation, he's solid. And I'll even vouch for him to go start on a sorry team. But the Cowboys, with that defense, nah, you can't do that, bro.
I can't do that. Man, I seen what Dak could do later in the season, bro. I seen it, and it's never enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough. The mistakes.
I feel it.
The shots, if, you know what I'm saying? It only take you so far. You live by, you know?
He like, when he played against the top, okay, he beat Justin Herbert last year
regular season.
in the third game of the season. Yeah. But other than that, you look at the top 10 quarterbacks,
I'm done with him. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
My most overhyped quarterback. Let me get out. Dude, I'm mad. Oh, I don't like dude. Oh, man, I don't like dude. And you know what? He won a Super Bowl last year. He just happened to win a Super Bowl. I don't like him. Don't make that face. Matthew Stafford is the most overhyped quarterback in the NFL. The entire season last year, I kept hearing he was in the top 5. Before that, I didn't hear many people consider him in the top 10. Now, is he talented? Yes, he's a really, really good NFL quarterback. But when it comes down to, like, just last year, for example, I mean, my brother, you got Cooper Kupp, who's a top 3 dude in the NFL, and then you went and got Odell. Not to exclude, you've been having Robert Woods in that system with such a great quarterback. Robert Woods has been in that Super Bowl system. So Robert Woods was thriving throughout the year. But then, boom, you add so you have Cooper Kupp, Odell, Van Jefferson, and you have a run game that's producing. But then this year, last year he was turning over the ball at the worst time, especially beginning of the year. Then I look at this year, You don't have all those dudes. You don't have that familiar face in that offense being Robert Woods. You don't have Odell. And you look horrible. You have more picks than touchdowns thrown.
Yeah.
Now, if we looking at Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, who've been struggling this year, who's in my top 5, they don't have, bro, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have more picks thrown than touchdowns. With, I'm not going to say Tom Brady has lesser at receiver, but Aaron Rodgers has lesser at receiver.
Definitely.
So taking care of the ball, we're going to prioritize taking care of the ball. That's a problem. Matt Stafford, I'll tell somebody Matt Stafford will throw a pick every week. And you know what? I'll be right. 90% of I'll be right.
It's so easy. It's so easy to for him to get trigger happy with the if he playing against a defensive line that has a decent pass rush, it's over with. You send an extra person off a blitz and give him some sort of pressure, it's done. That's where them picks come from.
Yeah.
Somebody's applying pressure, he's done. So I feel you on that.
I got you. I feel it. I feel it. Nah, I feel it. Yeah.
Like you can't put him on a pinnacle, but then not hold him to the pinnacle standards of everybody else because you're biased that he had the greatest. I ain't gonna say the greatest defense, but he had an amazing defense.
Crazy defense.
But I feel like you were just talking about earlier, as far as teams going on, I feel like they're gonna be good. I feel like they're gonna be good going on into to the end of the season.
I'll tell you one reason I feel like they're not. You have a running back that just axed out. A young stud.
Yeah.
Cam Akers. You know why he axed out? Because you have one of the worst running games in the NFL. You have one of the worst running games. You have one of the worst pass blocking O-line. They lost Whitworth.
Mm-hmm.
The play action ain't play actioning.
It's not.
Because you can't run the ball.
Ain't nobody worried about that. You can't run the ball.
The same thing with the ball. You can't run the ball right now, so it's hard to be as great as you are. It's hard. It's hard to be Matt Stafford and be good right now. I know I don't like him, but he's good. But, I mean, goodness. Let me get off that topic before I bust a blind, burst of blood vessel or something, man. Which one of these teams do you believe can make the playoffs? So who's more likely to make the playoffs? We're going to play a little game.
Okay.
Who's more likely to make the playoffs? I'm going to give y'all 2 team names. Mm-hmm. Y'all pick one and give me a quick reason why. So we're going to start off number 1. I don't care who starts, but number 1, Rams or 49ers?
I got the 49ers. And the reason why, CMC.
CMC?
Yeah.
He's the one?
Yeah, I feel like they going to be pretty good.
I got 49ers with CMC or not. You feel me? The 49ers got something for the Rams. It's just last time they played this season, bully ball. You see what happened to them last season. It's always a tough game, but this year 49ers is a different squad. They can make something happen. 49ers for sure. Rams are weak.
For the exception of what we saw Patty do to the 49ers defense, the 49ers have the number 1 defense in the NFL. So if you have a number 1 if you have a great defense, you have a chance to go to the next level, go to playoffs, anything. Anyway, so you have him, you have a game manager in Jimmy G. You don't ask too much out of him, but oh my goodness, you have playmakers on that offense. And I'm talking about you had guys step up like Jeff Wilson. Then you add CMC, and then you have Kittle, who had a massive game last game. Debo Samuel. You just got to save dude for when it get real anyway. And then Ayuk and John Jennings. People don't talk about John Jennings, but they have a squad.
Mm-hmm. I like Ayuk too.
Those dudes get juice.
Yeah. They're nice.
Number 2, Ravens or Bengals?
This is probably the toughest one. I know this one's gonna come up, but with the Ravens and Bengals, I say as the season progresses and things kind of settle a little bit, I got to go with the Ravens. I want to go with the Ravens, but it's tough. But I feel like there's just a better team than the Bengals. With that Bengals O-line and it comes down to crunch time and everything going throughout the season, I feel like the Ravens will get there first.
I got the Bengals.
Okay.
I got the Bengals. I like Joey B, like Jamar Chase. I feel like, it's same kind of thing as last year.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing as last year. But I like them too, and I feel like they're gonna be all right.
Okay.
Later on in the season.
First few weeks, I went and said the Bengals weren't making the playoffs. I'm gonna go ahead and retract my statement. I don't like doing that often, but yeah, if I had to pick out of Ravens and Bengals, I'm picking the Bengals. Oh my goodness, you got to learn how to finish a game.
Yeah,
and then it's not even only finish the game. It's you can't get healthy. You can't get healthy, and that's one of the Ravens' problem right now. You can't get healthy. You have another year where your backfield is dinged up. You run a power run offense. Your backfield is dinged up. That does not help.
Mm-hmm. And their defense, isn't their defense the worst in the league?
It's pretty god awful. It can be better. You have the talent. You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be.
But I gotta go with the Bengals here. You added Hayden Hurst. You have Jamar, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst, and Joe Mixon. Yeah. That's a real scary, bro. Number 3, Dolphins. The Dolphins or the Jets?
I still feel like, at the beginning of the season, the Dolphins are a real good team. It's just that Tua situation kind of shook them up a little bit. But I feel like once they get healthy and everything settled down again, like I said with the Ravens, Dolphins got it.
Dolphins for sure.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind that. I got the Dolphins as well.
Yeah.
I will say early in the season, I feel like the Jets have a little bit more swagger.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little bit more swagger, but them losing Breece Hall, that hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
That right there alone kind of just took them out of contention. They're gonna fall off. They're gonna fall off. Elijah Moore, he's crying about not getting targeted, not getting catches. That's your number 2 receiver.
You think it's getting ugly?
It's about to get bad. It's about to get bad. It's about to get bad.
I like that defense.
You know what I'm saying? They have swagger.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not the best situation. Number 4, Raiders or Chargers.
You go ahead. Go first. I want to hear what you gonna say.
I'm gonna go. This is a tough one.
It's
a tough one because I like Carr. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna
go with the Raiders. Why I say that? Josh Jacobs.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs going crazy right now. And so I feel like as well, I haven't watched too many Raiders games, but I will say the flow of things going to turn around because they got a real good team with Derek Carr, with Devontae Adams. I feel like they're going to be all right.
Okay. And I'm not just being biased or anything. I do believe the Raiders 100%. Why I say this, I feel like we're finding our identity. Run the ball. Josh Jacobs. I feel like at the beginning of the season they seen this the roster. And they said, "Oh man, we're just an air raid team." Stop trying to treat Derek Carr like he's Pat Mahomes. Run the ball. Let the plays come to you. And that's what we're doing. I feel like the Chargers showed us what they had, and they're at a decline with injuries and stuff, not staying healthy. But Raiders got it.
You are absolutely correct. The Chargers, to me, them and the Broncos were the most overhyped team coming into the season. Yes. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
They weren't those guys. But then you can't get healthy. Mike Williams just went down. Keenan Allen has hamstring issues. You don't just bounce back like that. He's not young.
Justin Herbert may still be hurt.
Justin Herbert, his ribs, he can't get right with his ribs. Austin Eckler came into the season. He said, "I don't want as much of a workload." Nah, I can't tell. He's top 5 in receptions in the NFL. You're a running back, dude. So it's just like the Chargers can't sustain that. The Raiders will figure it out.
Yeah.
I feel like they had some games early in the season. They couldn't figure out the offense. Hunter Renfrow, he had them turnovers.
Yeah.
You let Travis Kelce score 4 times. Like, come on, bro.
It's crazy.
They're going to happen. So I have the Raiders over the Chargers.
Yeah.
The last one. This one touches a special place, and I think you might know where I'm going with this.
I love it.
I'm going to the NFC, and I need all respect. I'm going Saints and Bucks, and I think I'm going to start this one.
Okay.
I am going to say I spoke on how the Bucks can't run the ball. And I still believe a run game is essential going deep into a season. Mm-hmm. I have the Saints over the Bucks here. The Saints are one game back in the division. The division is wide open.
He's crazy.
The thing about the Saints offense is early in the season we fumbled the ball a lot. Very often. That's going to be fixed. And then the interceptions that we've thrown have been just ridiculous. I think that problem gets fixed too. When we get healthy, when we get our number 1, number 2, and number 3 receivers on the field together, it's going to be a problem.
With what quarterback? Which quarterback you going with?
Right now, I like Winston.
Okay, so
I still want Winston to come back and play. This week we're not playing Winston, we're playing Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been managing the game. Like I said, the Saints have a top 5 offense as far as yardage gain. It's just turnovers.
Yeah.
As far as points put up, we're up there as well. We're top 10. It's about taking care of the ball.
So Jameis Winston to get y'all there as far as playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel you. Well, I'm on the complete other side. I can't go with the Saints. I have to say the Bucks. It's Tom Brady's his final season. I feel like, the run game is tough, but we know what Leonard Fournette can do when it comes down to it. That's one of the biggest competitors in the league. And that defense, I will never forget it. That defense there, I will never forget it. I've been seeing plays with drop passes. It's just I feel like it's a lot of controversy with AB posting time, stuff, that type of situation. It kind of how the locker room gets. It may be something. Because Mike Evans dropping wide open passes like that to lose you, man, that's just not normal for Tom Brady. I feel like they're turning around. Bucks over Saints.
Coop, I can't even believe you just said that. But I'm going Bucks. Bucks. Have you watched the game?
Oh, man.
I know you watch it every week. What you watching, man?
Hey, dog. Hey, man, look. I went on Google this morning. I looked for a therapist because I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. I said every Sunday I cut on the game. Last week I'm like, okay, receivers off the pass, Cardinals pick 6, Isaiah Simmons one-handed pick 6, and I can't take, my heart can't take it no more.
But say it's pain everywhere.
Pain. I can't.
Pain everywhere.
I'll just say this. I think the hardest thing to wake up and be every morning as a Saints fan year round. I think it's very hard. Just
Worse
what
than
we've
the
gone
Cowboys?
through is hard, bro.
Either y'all or the Cowboys, man, struggle, man.
Yeah. It's hard to be a Cowboy fan.
It's real hard.
It's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
It is.
Y'all have a lot of haters.
We do.
And y'all have a lot of fans that are very delusional.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
hard
worst
to be
part.
a Cowboy fan. It's hard to be a sane Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
It is.
Completely agree.
Just saying. Is there anything else y'all want to say before we get into these halfway midpoint of the season Super Bowl predictions? Because I don't know, mine might have changed. It might have not changed.
Ooh. Okay, if I'm keeping it 100 all the way, I have Chiefs Bills.
Chiefs and Bills?
Chiefs Bills.
You got them in the AFC Championship?
AFC Championship coming to that. I don't know Super Bowl, bro. I don't know Super Bowl, bro.
Bills. At least you know it go through Pat.
It's hard to say.
100%.
Definitely in the NFC is really hard to say what is. We just have to see this last part.
I don't know.
The last part of the season because I can't tell you. But I would say 49ers and the Bills.
49ers and the Bills.
49ers and the Bills.
Okay.
It's either going Bills and Patty. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wakes up better on that day. It's gonna be another overtime, another one drive. But I want to see the Bills. I got Bills and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Okay, like I said, I'll get on record and say the Bills not going to the Super Bowl again. I'm tired of hearing that. I've been hearing that for over a year now. I'm tired of hearing that since the NFL season, since the Chiefs beat them how they should have. I've been hearing the Bills are going to go next year. I'm tired of the Bills. Like I said, they need a receiver. Gabriel Davis is falling off. He's not.
What?
He's not what y'all think he is.
What?
He's not what y'all think he is. They need a third guy, and if they don't get a third guy, you can kiss the Super Bowl run goodbye. And I'll let me get to my picks now. I just had to get that off the record. I'm tired.
Gabe Davis.
I'm Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis. You need a third guy. Gabe Davis is not the number 2 that you need to go to the Super Bowl.
So you're saying he need to be a third?
He needs to be a third guy. Is he good enough? Yeah, he's good. You need a third guy. He's not that guy. Stephon Diggs is that guy. You know what I'm saying? But you need more than that when it comes down to the defenses you're gonna face along that run. So in the AFC, since I don't have the Bills, man, y'all would call me crazy if I said it. But I'm sticking with my picks. I got the Raiders versus the Saints. The Saints are going to make the playoffs, and we're going to make a run. The Saints versus the Raiders, and I got the Saints coming out, baby, and I'm going to be in New Orleans for the parade. Who that? Who that? Who that? This is the Scoop with Coop, the NFL section of the Scoop with Coop, and we'll be right back after this break. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You smell what I'm cooking. This is the Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop, and the NBA season is back, and this is my first episode back talking about the NBA. Now, last year we had high hopes for the Lakers and Nets, and going into this year, I don't think much changed as far as high hopes of the Lakers and Nets. You still have one of the greatest duos on paper in the league as far as what you've done. But the Lakers and Nets are two of the worst teams in NBA right now. And I'm not even talking about teams I'm not even talking about teams tanking. You got teams tanking, and the Lakers and Nets are still some of the worst teams in the NBA right now. Who has the bigger fish to fry out of the Lakers and Nets? So who has the most on their plate they need to fix?
The Lakers.
Yeah.
Their squad is terrible. You still have a cancer with Russell Westbrook. They just need to cut him out, send him, and start to rebuild. So, Lakers for sure for me.
It's more than a rebuild, but I do agree with the Lakers. But it's like, man, they just feeling sorry for themselves. It's like, and it's more than Russell Westbrook. It's more than Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is a problem. He doesn't fit. His confidence is shook. He goes around the court. He looks depressed. I don't know what it is. And Anthony Davis. I would have been done with Anthony Davis when I seen that video in the offseason of him not touching the basketball in months. They don't want to play. It's something going on. And I'm surprised that it even got to this point. But it's just like the puzzle pieces. It just doesn't fit at all. It's like LeBron is just out there. This is his 20th season, bro. They need to get it together. You don't know how much longer he has, so don't let that go to waste. So,
and then the thing is, LeBron needs shooters around him.
Yeah.
Why? Go pull up the roster, and he has no shooters.
You can't find one.
I shouldn't have Patrick Beverly and Russell Westbrook on the court
at the same time.
It's a problem.
That's a big issue.
It's a real problem. Looking at the Nets' downside, the Nets have one of the deepest rosters in NBA, even though some of those guys are hurt right now. But they have the third worst defensive rating in the NBA. They have given up their top 5 worst teams in second chance points. It can't happen. That's nothing that gets you wins. Second chance, you can't crash the boards. You're not defending nobody. So the thing with them is, I think a simple coaching fix can fix them.
Mm-hmm.
You had your best players come out saying you didn't want your head coach.
It's bad.
And then you go into the season with that. Is that a big fish to fry? Yes. But on the other side of that, we're talking about the Lakers. It's not, I can't say it's a coaching issue. He just got there, so I can't even feel it out. You have no shooters. It's nothing to do. I wanted to see Russell Westbrook more involved in the pick and roll. So he's not isolated on the perimeter as much as he is. I haven't seen that. I just see LeBron James and AD pick and roll. So it's things that I wanted the person to see to get Russell Westbrook in better positions. But am I going to just come on record and defend him anymore? Like today? No, not his play. Not as much slander as he's gotten. Doesn't deserve it. He's shooting under 10%. But as far as like As much slander as he's gotten, it's a lot more problems than just him. He thrives as well with shooters around him. He does. He's not a shooter. He also thrives with other shooters around him. It's just the truth. You saw when he went to the Wizards, he was producing with young guys because those young guys could shoot.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with him. AD, I'm done defending AD. I'm at the point I went to a group chat the other day. I said I'm done with him. I'm sick of him. I said trade him. And you said rebuild. You got LeBron coming off a 30-point season. He averaged 30 points during that season. You can't rebuild. The whole summer you had 2 first-round picks you had an opportunity to get rid of.
Yeah.
Is Buddy Hield the answer to all your problems? No. But you need a shooter. You need a shooter. It's simple. You got people on the street walking around know what LeBron needs. And you got Pelinka who think I don't know if he think his poop don't stink because he want a ring. But dude, you traded away all your young. You traded Kuzma. You traded KCP. And you have no shooters. You got Pat Bev now. I love Pat Bev. You can't have Pat Bev on that roster with no other shooters.
Mm-mm.
You have no fits.
Mm-mm.
The Lakers have the biggest fish to fry in the NBA. And it doesn't help that they're in the media every single
And it has to come quick. It has to come quick.
At this point, you're just wasting your time. There's no point even going out every night. I saw 3 of them injured tonight. They didn't even know if they wanted to go out there and play. The top 3 do. I wouldn't want to go out there and play. And then I saw a report that they said Russell Westbrook moved across the street from LeBron James. I took it with a grain of salt, but man, that's crazy.
Bro.
Hey, dog. But that's enough for the biggest fish to fry. Who's the biggest sleeper NBA team this season? Who do you think's the biggest team that people are just sleeping on?
I got the Pelicans.
Pelicans?
I like what I'm seeing. So I got the Pelicans.
I agree with you with the Pelicans. And I was watching the Trailblazers, bro.
Ooh.
The Trailblazers are nice. Their backcourt is goes crazy. But I feel like later on down the season when it comes to the playoffs, them having Nurkic and that's it just won't work. We've seen it too many times when it comes to him facing another big man in the playoffs. But I feel like they could make a lot of noise, win a lot of games. That's a nice squad right there for sure.
Okay. Y'all set those teams, and you took the Pelicans from me. So I had 3 teams I want to speak on, but I was focused on just one. I wanted to say the Pelicans, the Cavs, but since you said the Pelicans, I'm going to speak on the Mavericks.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak on the Mavericks.
I like that too.
Even with the success they had last season through the playoffs and through the regular season,
I think they sleepers though.
People are still not giving them their flowers and credit like I think they should. They just got Tim Hardaway back. And with them losing Brunson, we hear a lot of talk about that. But they got Tim Hardaway back. In addition of JaVale McGee and Christian Wood, are very slept on for a team that lost last playoff series to the Warriors because they didn't have an interior defense. And they didn't have interior defense against a Warriors team that had no inside presence outside of Kevon. You know, we're not just scared of Kevon Looney, but you got dominated inside by the War. You know, you need the interior presence for JaVale McGee and Christian Wood being the athletic guys they are. I think that adds to that team. Maxie Kleber and all them, they were not the pieces to get over the top. The Mavs are to be reckoned with this season.
I feel you.
I like that, but I don't really feel that they slept. I feel like we know what they capable of. Definitely with Dinwiddie as well. I'm not.
I think we just know how good Luka is.
Yeah.
I think that's more of the thing because, like I said, when people say Mavericks, people only bring up how many people do people bring up? Are you gonna when I say Mavericks, you gonna say Dinwiddie?
Nah, you gonna say Luka.
You just know game.
Luka for sure.
You just know game.
Yeah.
So when they're a good team. They're a good team. I feel like they're well coached with Jason Kidd. He does his thing. Cuban doing his thing too.
They wasn't supposed to lose to that Suns that game.
What? I'm telling you, check out the Trailblazers next time I get a chance, bro. Chauncey Billups over there. You know what he doing.
He doing his thing?
He doing his thing.
I watched one game, but it didn't really move me. I like they got Jeremy Grant. Yeah. I did like they got Jeremy Grant and Anthony Simmons is playing a bigger role.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, he got hot the other night.
But I feel like
game, I trust him too.
Yeah,
they gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same.
They're better than they've been. They were a lot better.
I mean, I smell what you're saying, but it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to the same thing. Nurkic can't move. He can't hold nobody. I mean, yeah,
same thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Nurkic can't hold nobody. He's very cold. He's cold. He can't hold nobody.
When
he can't move.
Too, he can't.
It's just, oh my goodness. So we talked about sleepers. We talked about who needs the biggest fish to fry. But I want to know, last thing, who is our early season MVP favorite?
It's easy.
What makes that choice so easy?
I hope you're not about to say this. Go ahead.
I like Ja Morant. 35-7 right now. $35-7.
What's the last two words you said? Right now.
I feel like that's going to be.
I don't think he's doing that the whole year. And this is not a knock on Ja Morant. I like Ja Morant. 35-7. I don't think we'll get that from a Ja Morant who I've seen be injured time and time again. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll get that consistent production from a Ja Morant. Will the team be great again this season? Yes. They'll be one of the best teams in the West. But 35-7, sustaining that throughout a season.
I'm not saying
I know what you're saying. It's early.
It's early.
But
I like Ja Morant. And then I got Ja Morant, Luka Doncic right there.
Okay. I can respect that. I'm not even mad at that.
Yeah.
Because I like Ja Morant, but I don't agree.
I got mine. Like you said, when everybody think of the Mavericks, they think of Luka Doncic for a reason. I got him early MVP. Bro dropped 21 points in the first quarter the other day.
Yeah.
And it's consistent. He gets buckets, bro. Like, it's been bigs the last couple seasons, last 3 or 4 seasons it's been bigs for an MVP. I think they're going to guard. Luka go get it this year, man. For sure.
I love that. I'm over the Jokic talk. I'm over it. I didn't like that he won the past 2 years.
Yeah.
He's really nice. I didn't like that he won the MVP. So this season it comes down to 2 people for me. One person's in the MVP voting race every year.
I already know.
And one person, I'll say he kind of fell out of it last year because they started so bad. I have to go with my favorite I want to speak on is Jason Tatum. I think after last season, how they elevated the second half of the season and he went to the NBA Finals, I think he's going to continue to elevate his game with that chip on his shoulder this season with not having his head coach. I think he's going to elevate his game on a personal level. I'm seeing him drop 25, 26 plus a night. So I think he's going to continue to elevate his game as this season progresses. I have him as an early MVP winner.
No.
Coming out the East.
He's a good player. But he's not winning no MVP.
I can't do it.
I call it a hot take, but I got him with MVP.
You said no to Ja Morant?
Yeah.
Jason Tatum,
You got Jason Tatum over Ja Morant?
Yes.
MVP?
Yes, as a player, as all that, yes.
Jason Tatum is naturally just...
As a better player, yes, but not for no
Jason
MVP.
Tatum will have 30 you not know.
Yeah. He
that natural with it. I'm just saying
Not no MVP.
I mean, I feel you. Number 2, I go gotta throw Giannis in there. Giannis is dominant. Giannis does what he does. I mean, every season, like I said, he's top 3 in voting.
Yeah.
But so my hot take, I gotta go with Jason Tatum. I respect y'all's. But NBA season I love NBA season.
They've been going crazy these first couple of games, bro. They pooping hard.
Yeah.
Like.
So I got a question, Coop, before we wrap it up. What you think your boy James Harden and Embiid, what you think they gonna do this year?
As far as like the full season?
Yeah, full season.
Early on, they're one of my favorites in the East. And I'm not gonna say they're my favorite. I'm not gonna say they're my favorite, but they're one of my favorite. They're my top 3 favorites in the East. James Harden, I was one of those. I'm a James Harden stan that felt that he was not healthy throughout these past 2 years. I'll say I felt like his hamstring was not healthy. He was a little bit more passive. He didn't have that burst. This season, he has more of a green light as far as shooting goes. We've seen that green light. We've seen him drop over 28 a couple times to start this season. I think Joel Embiid has been a problem this season. So the 76ers, I think the problem will come down to Coaching. Like I spoke on at the end of last year. I think it'll come down to coaching. I don't need to see Joel Embiid catching the ball in perimeter. I need to see him catching the ball from the free throw line and working out from there. I need to see you involved in the pick and roll. I need to see you catching the ball from the free throw line. Not many people can stop you. Last year you got fouled like crazy. Don't settle. You can space the floor, but it's just too often I see him settle on the perimeter catching the ball. You don't work. That's not where you work out from. Pick and pop. I'll put you in a pick and pop game, but I don't need you out standing on the perimeter catching the ball, working out. Like I don't need that. So they're one of my favorite teams. They're really, really good. They're really, really good. I think Tyrese Maxey is a little overhyped right now. And I'll be one of the people to say that. I know people don't like that. He's very overhyped right now. They need to trade Tobias Harris. You can't have you don't need Tobias Harris on that roster, and they'll be one of the best teams in the East. You trade Tobias Harris, and you're a finals favorite.
What piece would you get for him?
What piece would you get? I'll get more of a shooter. I'll get more of a pure shooter. Okay. He's a 3-and-D guy. I want more of a pure marksman. Because he's a dude, he can guard your best player on your team. Tobias Harris is that guy. You have PJ Tucker now. You have PJ Tucker now. And you have Embiid for your interior presence. So I don't want Tobias Harris on that roster.
I like their roster.
I do too, but Tobias Harris is he's holding him back.
I feel like they can get better.
Yes.
Better pass him. You could get something for him.
Yes. Because then off the bench, what do you bring? With Matisse Thybulle still on that roster, he's hurt right now. You got Matisse Thybulle, you got Daniel House. Daniel House isn't a sharpshooter. He's not a scorer. More of a defender. Energy guy. Where are your sharpshooters? Yeah. Where are your sharpshooters? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Where are your sharpshooters? That's the problem.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I feel you.
So,
I got you.
That's how I feel.
I got you.
That's how I feel. But like I said, this season of the Scoop is more tailored for the NFL, baby. This is the Scoop with Coop. Make sure y'all tune into the next episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please share it to your mom, dad, and your granny. We'll be back next week with another week of the Scoop. I'm out.
Numbers.
Coop, didn't I tell you to turn that TV on?
How far?
Yep.
Right now?
He the GOAT.
You sick.
Number one.
You crazy. Some of them don't got the eye for it. I feel like both of y'all are being a little disrespectful with all the respect to the champs thing. You see 2 to 3 people a game trying to block you? People don't understand the impact. Both of those 2 teams, they're not moving me. Because it's about to get real juicy. It's about to get juicy.